Good evening. Hi, this is Lena Thornhill. And I'm here to present a video that I had in the works at one time, and for some reason I can't get my audio and video to sync together on my computer. And so unfortunately you are going to have to look at me or look away while I talk to present this case. This case comes out of Huber Heights, Ohio, and very cold case, about 50, a little over 50 years old. And it's about time this family gets some closure. And so hopefully we can help this family. So let's begin. The question is, who killed Bobbie Ann Waymire of Huber Heights, Ohio? Please pardon me, I'm reading my notes from the screen. On the morning of October 22nd, 1972, Miss Waymire, who's 35 at the time, left her home to visit her boyfriend, with neither her nor her children knowing they would never see each other again. On that morning, she left her children alone so she could drive to Beaver Creek Township in Greene County. They border, to meet up with her boyfriend, who was a member of the Air Force at the time, and he resided in Fairborn. That would be the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. That following morning, her children awakened to discover their mother's Ford Mustang was in the driveway of the home, but no sign of her. And shortly after their discovery that morning, at approximately 7 a.m., a couple, Mr. and Mrs. James Boyd, who lived on Haddocks Road in Clark County, Ohio, that'd be Springfield, were driving along the road where they discovered her body along the road near a ditch in plain view of the passers-by. And now Miss Waymire appeared to have been strangled, and a brassiere lying close to her was assumed to be the object used to strangle her with, but at the time that was only speculation. She was discovered wearing a yellow body shirt and black slacks, and found near her was a sweater. Clark County, Ohio Sheriff's Department detectives discovered Miss Waymire's body was still warm at the scene, and detectives theorized that she was not killed in Clark County, but perhaps in Greene County, and that her body was disposed of in Clark County. But the Greene County, Ohio Sheriff's Department stated there was no evidence that the crime was committed in their county. The autopsy conducted showed that strangulation was the cause of death, and that the brassiere was most likely the object used on Miss Waymire. Her boyfriend, 42-year-old Air Force officer at the time, was held at the Clark County, Ohio Sheriff's Department and questioned about Miss Waymire's murder. But there wasn't enough evidence to detain him on suspicion, and so he was released. And he was the only person of interest arrested due to the fact that he was the last known person to see her the night before she was discovered dead. 26 years later, in 1998, Michael Martin, Miss Waymire's son, was able to persuade Clark County, Ohio police officials to test the scrapings from his mother's nails to detect foreign DNA. But the only DNA present was that of Miss Waymire. So Major Chris Clark of the Clark County, Ohio Sheriff's Department stated there was too little evidence for investigators to process again, unfortunately. The Clark County, Ohio Sheriff's Department is hoping that the aid of tipsters will help to resolve this case, whether the information is hearsay, rumors, what have you, and that they ask, the family, if you have any information that you feel might help solve this murder, please call the Clark County Sheriff's Department at 937-521-2050. And I say this every time, but I mean it every time. Even if you aren't sure that the information you have is helpful, please submit it anyway. Your information just might be the key to solving the case and bringing closure to the victim's family. Because after over 50 years, they need that closure. They need to be made whole again. And so again, the Clark County, Ohio Sheriff's Department telephone number is 937-521-2050. And I will provide where I found the information in case you care to look it up yourself. An article in the Springfield News Sun.com. You'll find it on there. This Clark County detective seeks answers to the decades-old case. Newspapers.com. I found by entering Miss Waymire's name. Another newspapers.com that gives a little more insight and gives information that was provided by the Xenia Daily Gazette, dated October 26th of 1972. Please, if you know anyone, anything that you think helps or might help, please do submit it, because every little bit to bring it closer to resolution for this family. I'm Lena Thornhill, and thank you for watching.